We're going to take a look at CCL here on the daily chart. You can see that we had that gap up in here early May, and then basically a lot of consolidation in here. So we've been kind of playing with this 9-day EMA in here, had a nice bounce off that 200 SMA. We also had a crossover here with our 9-day EMA crossing above 200. That signals bullish for us in here, but our RSI kind of got overran, but now we are back below 70. So we're back below under bot, but we are still pretty high over here at 63. So perhaps a little bit more of a reset in here before we start working our way higher. You can see we're creeping next to this lower trend line in here. So that support's going to be right around that 2250 mark. So if we do get a nice little pullback in here, that would reset the RSI. That would be a nice place for us to kind of get long and then kind of confirm an uptrend in here. But if we do end up breaching below that, the 200 SMA is going to be what's going to have to save us. And that's currently trading at 2168. Anything below that, you have to worry about this gap fill down here at 2025. Now, resistance wise, anything above 23.25, we're going to be looking up here right around at this $25 area. And then above that, we're looking at this 27 area up here for our major resistances. If we zoom out here to the weekly chart, you can kind of see where everything has been shaken out in here. You can see your 9-day EMA had a little bit of a squeeze in here on the 200 SMA, but now it's starting to run away with this last 3 weeks of the gap up in here. But it looks like it's starting to run out of steam. We need to reset in here, obviously, on the weekly chart, and then see if we're going to, basically, it comes down to this week or the following week. Are we going to breach this lower trend line, or are we going to kind of confirm a step up above this and then hold this 2320 up here and then start consolidating up here for our next levels as we work our way up to the 2526s? That's going to be the big question in here as we go in throughout the week. IV ranking here is still relatively high compared to itself, 38. You have right around an 80-cent expected move by this Friday. Next Friday, right around $1.16. If you go all the way out to your June monthlies, everybody's pricing in right around 155. And you do have earnings coming up on June 24th, tentatively, right? So we're going to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. Perhaps we might need to consolidate a little bit more. And then as we start getting volatility, start to expand a little bit as we get closer to that earnings, then perhaps we can have something better directionally in here to work with rather than just kind of 3 weeks of consolidation up here after a gap up. So we'll see all in all what happens in here. 2320, that's what we're looking at. Anything below that is going to be that 21 and some change area. Then we have a gap that we need to worry about filling out here at that 2025 resistance wise. Anything above that 2020 or 2325, you're looking at 25, and you're looking at that $27 area. All right, guys, if you like this video of CCL, please make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.